NZXT Cam. Monitor your games while playing. To learn more about it, check out the description. Hey everyone, Angry Honey Badger here. Today I'm going to preview Taliyah, the next champion coming to League of Legends. Taliyah seems to be set up best as a mid lane mage with a powerful kit and aggressive roaming potential. Taliyah's passive is called Rock Surfing. Taliyah gains 20% movement speed by running next to walls. This only occurs when out of combat. Rock Surfing is a powerful passive to get to lane fast and for roaming down river for ganks. Taliyah's Q is Threaded Volley. Taliyah hurls 5 rocks in a direction, dealing magic damage in a small area around the first enemy hit. Subsequent hits on the same unit deal 50% reduced damage and create worked ground. Taliyah gains a percentage of movement speed on worked ground. Casting Threaded Volley again on worked ground only hurls 1 rock, but refunds half of its mana cost. Taliyah's W is Seismic Shove. On first cast, it's set at target location. After a short delay, enemies caught within the area will be knocked up and dealt magic damage. On second cast, you can pick a direction. If you hit enemies, they will be pushed in that direction in which you've chosen. This is by far the trickiest part of Taliyah's kit, and getting maximum damage output while comboing can take some time to learn. More on that in a minute. Taliyah's E is Unraveled Earth. Taliyah places a field of dash-sensitive traps that deal damage and slow enemies in the area by a percentage. After 4 seconds, the traps explode, dealing damage again. Enemies dashing, being pulled, or being pushed through Unraveled Earth will trigger the traps, dealing damage right away. And Taliyah's ultimate is Weaver's Wall. Taliyah can cast this to create a wall and can recast immediately to ride ahead of the wall. Moving or receiving damage will cause Taliyah to stop riding it. Weaver's Wall lasts for 6 seconds and can be deactivated if you recast it. Right now, Taliyah seems to be a pretty strong champion, but with a very high skill cap. For the most part, her kit is pretty straightforward. Rock Surfing, straightforward passive that you can just use to hug walls and get around places quicker. Threaded Volley is pretty straightforward as you hurl rocks in a direction. And then Unraveled Earth is also just a really good field for zoning and dealing good damage in a fight. The one thing I said was tricky was the Seismic Shove. And it is tricky because it has just not like a unique delay to it, but it has a delay where you need to predict what the enemy is doing. A really good combo would be to use Unraveled Earth and then Seismic Shove immediately to cast them back across Unraveled Earth to deal the damage, and then follow it up with Threaded Volley while chasing them down, casting this over and over and over. Threaded Volley has a very, very short cooldown, so hurling rocks at them is a very effective way to do lots of damage, and this is one of the reasons why I think she also has the Worked Ground passive, which will prevent her from casting this over and over in the same spot. Make sure you move around to get the most out of your Threaded Volley over and over, so you're throwing 5 rocks and not just 1. Positioning will be incredibly important for this, and it'll be important in general just so you land your other abilities too. As for Weaver's Wall, it's very good for cutting teamfights in half and preventing people's escape if they do not have flash or dashes to get through the wall. That being said, you can find yourself in sticky situations if you ride the wall too far and you're not ready to where it's going to place you, and you have to use a flash to get out of a sticky situation. Overall, we'll have to see where she continues to take shape, especially on the PvE, as nothing is final. For now, I would say her Q's a little bit too strong, but for the most part, I think everything's about on par. We'll have to continue to see where this goes and what people are going to do with her, but for now, I've decided that a good build path for her, at least early on, is something focusing in cooldown reduction and a little bit of slow. So a Morellonomicon, Boots of Lucidity, and a Rylai's Crystal Scepter seem to be a solid core for cooldown reduction, for maximum casting of your Q over and over, and the added stickiness from Rylai's Crystal Scepter allows her to continue to chase with Threaded Volley over and over while they try to escape. If you liked this video, please leave it a like down below and a comment if you have input on the newest champion coming to League. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video.